So right now, Brian, I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you know this.
You guys mentioned Midnight Mass, and
I
had it texted out. What's Midnight Mass?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say that.
I had it texted out.
But wait, there's more. Midnight Mass is currently a show on Netflix.
Okay.
Directed and written by. There's other writers on the show as well. I believe even like Mike Flanagan's brother, James Flanagan.
Oh, really?
It's his brother.
They're brothers.
Damn it! I walked right into this.
Well, it's James Flanagan, so I'm only assuming it's his brother. It could be a cousin. I don't know. There's other writers that are on the show. It's not just him. He's directing all of them. Oh. It's similar in the vein of Haunting of Hill House, where it's his show. He directed all the episodes. I think he edited all of them too, which still it's pretty fucking cool.
That gets you hard for 3 hours.
Fucking hard stuff for 3 hours.
Not until the fourth. You don't have to call the doctor.
And call a doctor.
It works again. What a great joke. What a great joke by me. Good. I mean, wow.
So
wow.
Midnight Mass now
I'm still laughing.
is his newest project. So
connected at all?
No.
Own story.
Own story and excuse me, different from Hill House in the sense that this is an original story. Hill House was based off a book, Haunting of Bly Manor, which he created, but he directed and wrote only the first episode, and then he had other people write and direct. He kind of set the stage for that one.
And that one wasn't that well received?
I liked it. It was good.
I liked it. It's different.
Okay.
Yeah, it's different. All three of these shows completely different.
Okay.
Did you finish it?
I've only seen the first 5.
Okay. You're almost there.
I have not finished it. There's 7 episodes.
7 episodes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Peaks around 5, 6.
It's good right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
really
good right now.
Good.
Yeah.
I finished it. It's so fresh in my mind. I've seen some of it twice already too.
Oh, yeah?
I went back and started rewatching it. No, like I went back and was watching it.
You rewatched the whole thing?
How do you have
Not the whole time.
I'm so jealous.
I don't have a kid.
I know. I'm so fucking jealous of you.
You don't know until you have a child.
Yeah.
You don't know
what
it's time you can have to watch Mike Flanagan shows again.
To have a 3-hour hard on.
Yes. Midnight Mass. Not going to go to any spoilers, obviously, because he hasn't seen the whole thing.
Yeah,
but if you want like a quick premise, it's about a guy.
It's about a guy who wants to make Midnight Mass and before his sins are cleansed and or before it's midnight. And he wants to cleanse his sins, but then
he had it
all over the place, and you're not right.
Damn it!
It's about a guy that returns to a very small town after some hardships. It's a town he intended to leave when he was younger. Now he's back and he's stuck there. And at the same time, a new priest comes into town, and it's a very religious town. And some things start to happen.
The town is all on an island.
On an island called Crockett Island.
Population like 120 people.
127 to be precise.
Okay.
Oh, Cody, why don't you watch it twice like this guy?
I should have noticed.
Why don't you watch the fucking thing twice?
Why don't you watch it twice?
And then you'll know the difference
Were you on
between
vacation
120
this weekend?
and 127.
Yeah, 127 hours is a good movie.
It is great.
Oh, really? Bringing up Franco again?
Danny
I
Boyle.
know. Second time today.
I bet it's Danny Boyle, though. You separate. Yeah. But Midnight Mass, so 7 episodes, Netflix. Mike Flanagan. My favorite filmmaker working right now, especially in horror. I would say my favorite horror director working right now.
Over M. Night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very easy.
Horror-wise,
easy.
yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
M. Night, I'm always going to give a chance because he's a big inspiration for me. But like Flanagan, I'm like, I go into his stuff a little bit more confident.
Can I give Flanagan one note? Okay.
Oh,
and I love.
This is for you, Mike Flanagan.
I'm tagging him.
Please don't.
No, I'm going to tag him on
Flanagan.
Keep going.
I love Mike Flanagan.
Cody Hall, writer, director
over here. One of the best
of The Runner and Stage 4.
One of the best filmmakers in horror
today. Has a note for you.
He's so good. Mike Flanagan's great.
But
every character does a monologue.
Oh, yeah.
He just writes in monologues.
Specifically,
no, they're all great. They're all great monologues.
I remember that in Hill House.
Oh yeah,
a guy fucking delivered a long ass monologue.
You wait till the finale.
I can't.
Wait.
I can't wait.
It's fucking gardener, groundskeeper guy.
He's
got one in this one.
He's in Midnight Mass, and he's fucking great.
He's a good actor, but I was like,
really
very well written monologues.
This monologue could have been
great writing, Mike.
So
great writing.
The great thing about
great, but I noticed it.
The great thing about this show in particular is
take that note, Mike.
No, don't take what you're doing.
And
you're doing great.
You'll be successful one day.
No. If you want to be like me.
No monologues. This guy barely writes 3 lines per character.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do these people talk for 8 minutes in a row?
I was, after I finished the show, I started listening to a bunch of interviews with him, and on one of them, they were asking him, was like, how do your actors feel when you give them like 7 minutes of monologue? And he's like, they fucking hate it. They hate it so much.
Oh man!
But the cool thing about this show is when they do their monologues, it's all in one take, in one shot.
Yeah,
like
it's
a camera that dollies in on them very slowly.
There's one scene where characters do back-to-back monologues
on the couch
while talking to each other. It's like me and you, Brian. I do like a 5-minute monologue, and then it goes right to you, and then you do it.
Yeah,
like no one talks like that.
It's insane. It's so impressive. Again,
good,
it's very
though.
well done.
That's the thing.
And I'm crying at the end of every single one of them.
Oh my
tighten
god!
it up.
It's just when you notice it, you can't not notice it. Okay, that's
everyone
all.
gets a monologue.
That's
you
all.
get a monologue. Yeah,
All right.
I just remember that one specifically from the guy in Hill House.
He
I
was
like,
yeah.
This is going on forever.
And it's the same
I lost
thing.
interest 20 minutes ago.
Oh, you stop it. It's the same thing. It's just the guy's letting his actors act. He knows how to, because he works with this one is like a crock pot, if you will, of all the previous actors he's worked with in the past. And he's just like from both Hill House, even Hush, all the way back to Hush. Two actors from that movie. The girl who plays Bev, the crazy best Stephen King character you've ever seen in your entire life. And then the mayor. Ned Flanders. I called him Ned Flanders.
Oh, he's in Hush as well?
He was the husband of her that ends up getting killed in Hush.
Okay,
Spoilers.
What about the hot mom? What's her name?
Who, Carla Gugino?
Yeah.
She's not in the show. In the interview I listened that he was talking about, he had asked her to be in the show, but like right away she already had like a conflict.
She was in some Netflix movie, right?
I think so. But she cameos in the first episode.
Ooh.
Yeah. Did you catch that?
Carla does?
Yeah, she's the judge in the opening scene.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah,
like watch it twice, Cody.
I really should. Yeah.
Did you know that it was Henry Thomas as the father?
That one took me a
Took
while.
me a minute.
Because Marissa asked who it was, and I'm like, I think that's the guy from the other Hauntings.
E.T.?
Yeah.
And you know who plays the mom of the doctor?
I think it's someone younger than the age of the character.
Oh, yes, definitely. Yes. It's I forget her name, but she was in Starry Eyes, and she played Wendy Torrance in Dr. Sleep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Daddy!
Nice.
Daddy!
She's bringing in all of his buds for
bringing
this show.
everybody back. He likes to do that. He likes bringing the actor who is the main character plays Riley. He's a brand new one. His wife plays what's her name in the movie? Erin. I think her name's Erin in the show. She's one of the main leads too. She's fucking good. She's one of the ones that does the amazing monologues.
Yeah. Another monologue.
It's just a show. I don't want to say the specific Stephen King book that it is
stole from.
No, it's not. It's a big inspiration.
Does it say credited by Stephen King?
No, it doesn't. But it's very much like it. It
has no time for this.
No,
Stop.
You're wrong. You haven't seen the show.
It.
You're just wrong.
Yeah.
It reminds me of just like it's such a Stephen King inspired thing. No. Well, maybe some religious thing because the show is very heavy on religion.
Yeah.
And it's great because like the main character's an atheist, the rest of the island very much into Christianity, and so like it all just like bashes together, and then you get your spooky horror stuff, which I won't get into because when you find out like what's happened, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It's the slowest of burns, bro.
Oh,
so I'm worried about you.
Burn.
I'm worried about you watching it.
I don't think you would.
You say you want to get to stuff quickly and
yeah.
And get going.
No. Hill House wasn't as like on it.
That was quicker than this.
Was
yes.
it? Okay.
Yeah,
This is
Hill
more-
House at least opens with a good couple scares.
Okay.
Like the first episode of this, I don't think has really any scares.
I like
until-
The one that I texted you when I texted you, I was like, oh god, I
Oh,
love
yeah,
Mike
that was a
Flanagan.
good one.
Like
That was a good one.
They were talking about Harper Henry or like the urban legend or whatever. Yeah.
I liked Hill House because it wasn't just horror; it dealt with like actual.
Okay, then you might like.
You
this.
might like this one.
Like,
then.
like the kid was a drug addict, and it dealt with like just addiction.
Then you might like.
You might like.
Maybe
this.
you might like this a little bit more because
Yeah.
this is like
A lot of metaphors in this.
A lot of metaphors.
A lot of monologue metaphors.
A lot of monologue metaphors.
You
change that.
This
Mike
focus.
Flanagan.
No,
Makes
don't
you
change a thing.
Tight,
Change
a thing.
tight.
No,
No,
get rid of the metaphors. You don't need them.
at this point in time, Midnight Mass is my favorite thing that he's done. But it is still still too early. I've seen Hill House I think 3 times. I think I watched this show all the way through at least 3 times. It's so much so after I finished it, started watching Hush, just going back and just watching all of his other stuff. Funny enough, in both I know, both in Hush and in Gerald's Game, There's a book.
Carla Gugino.
There's a book. Yes, she's in that. Good job, Brian. Yeah. There's a book that is referenced.
And Henry Thomas.
Henry
job,
Thomas,
buddy.
yes. He's not in Hush.
Ah.
Not in Hush, sorry. There's a book that is referenced in both of those movies, and it is, in fact, Midnight Mass. And so when you... it's like, it's a book
built a
within
universe.
Kind of, but it's not like, because this is like his passion project. This is his baby.
This is his baby now?
Yeah, Midnight Mass has been the thing he's been working on this thing for like a decade. And it's cool because when I was watching Hush last night, and she's writing pages, or she has pages that are up for Midnight Mass.
Oh, really?
And it has character names. And like even the character, the girl that she talks to the main character, she's like, Erin, I love her character. And that's the name of the character that's in the show. So it's like he's had this stuff for a long time. So it's really cool how he's kind of blended the two together.
Built a whole world.
Yeah.
Cinematic
without like kind of like beating you over the head,
Yeah.
But yeah, Midnight Mass is great. Performances like all around. Give everyone like
the main guy, the priest. I'm so happy for that.
Henry Thomas.
No. Ramesh.
Kirsch or
Irvin Kershner.
Linklater? No, hold on.
Yeah, Linklater.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Richard
yeah.
I want to
Linklater.
say that's
They're
his
brothers.
name.
Yeah. No, I don't think they're brothers.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm happy for that guy. He was really good in Legion.
Really?
So I'm happy to see him get this
He's
lead
in.
role.
He was in Newsroom.
He was in Newsroom?
He was really good in that show
Oh,
too.
which one?
Nice.
The lead guy?
I think he was just like a reporter that came in and was like snarky.
I only watched season 1.
Oh, it's good. It's only like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's really great. I think the most despicable character is
Henry Thomas.
No, he's great. Is the lady who plays Beverly. She was like the second in command of like the church. She's basically, what's her name? Is it Mrs. Carnagan from The Mist? You ever seen The Mist?
No.
No? Fuck. She's just like crazy zealot religious woman. But she's just so brilliant. She's so good at like being mischievous and evil, but also like when she says shit to you that makes you feel like stupid. She's just so good. It's such a great like villainous character. And yeah, like if you are familiar with King and once you kind of realize what's happening, it might like take away a little bit, but if you have like no idea, then it's great. Because like as soon as like
called it or something,
not that I called it, but I was like,
I get the premise.
No,
Mike.
No, because
I
he
don't need it anymore.
because he doesn't hit you over the head with it. It's very like the main kind of like crux of what the like thing is. It's not, you barely see it. It's kind of in the background, and it's
not
just
the point of the show.
No, the point of the show is the characters and like they talk a lot about death, which we'll get to Cody's thoughts on death.
His monologue.
There is a lot of thoughts. There's a lot of Cody.
So many thoughts.
The scene that you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh,
I
great.
I had to pause because I almost had an anxiety attack.
Really?
Because
the first time?
Because they talk about what not to get too much away, but they talk about they ask each other what you think happens after you die, and it's like a huge topic of discussion. Literally, they have 2 monologues, and I had to pause because I was like pondering and I started freaking out and I couldn't think about it.
Because when I heard it, I felt like calm.
I was like, this is where I belong.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's comforting.
Yeah. No, it was just
I'm
like
with my people.
All right.
it's something that you can't fathom, and then the 2 characters and the opposing thoughts on it is just like wonderful, absolutely wonderful. But yeah, visually, acting, writing. There's a great oneer in episode 2.
I mean, oh yeah,
episode 2,
the opening.
Well, specifically that one, yeah. And I like that one too because it's not like flashy or show offy. It's actually it actually seems like very rough.
Yeah,
it's very shaky.
Yeah,
but I also think that's kind of the point of it. It's like a 7-minute oneer.
Yeah.
And
it was great because I checked the time and I was like, Marissa.
Yeah.
And she was like,
Yeah.
she was sleeping. I was like, God damn it.
Right
Amber
on.
was just like, yeah, it went on way too long. I'm like, you stop it.
No.
I also saw in an interview that he had said that like after that episode they did for Hill House, they're like, never again.
Yeah.
They're not doing, and I like that. I like that he's not trying to like outdo himself.
That.
Yeah. Because
that was a great episode, yeah.
It's a great episode, and that's where I think this episode succeeds a little bit more. Because like after that episode in Hill House, I liked everything that happened after that. And I think it was a good conclusion. But that was such like a high that I was like, oh, you can't top that. And not that he was trying to, but this one shorter, 7 episodes. hour each.
That's what I felt about Hill House. I was like, after that episode, I don't know what episode it was, but I was
like 6, I think.
And then it goes to 10.
It goes to 10, yeah. It's
and
a
I
long
was like,
series.
there was like 3 too much. It should have been like,
I don't know if too much. I think they told the story and they accomplished what they wanted to do.
I was like, it should have ended like 2 episodes after that. Just like shave off.
So
one.
both of you giving Mike Flanagan's notes.
Yeah,
I'm
just
tweeting
like
him out, tagging him.
Shave off an episode.
I see
cut your
him-
dialogue.
I see
no,
him,
cut your monologues.
I see him like retweeting people raving about the show. I hope you. I'm gonna.
No.
No, I won't do it. But it'd be hilarious if you did. It's like, wow, these guys are.
These guys are great. Want to be on the show?
Yeah.
Sure.
But it's fantastic. It's really really good.
It's like it compared to like every episode is like a dinner plate that's like 60% vegetables and 40% steak. All right.
Yeah.
And I mean that in the best way because you shit better afterwards. You know what I mean? Like
You got to eat your vegetables.
you feel better because of what you experienced.
Yeah.
You appreciate the characters more because you take your time with it.
Yes.
And then you get to that steak. And the
Development.
steak's so fucking
Oh, the steak is great.
Oh, the steak's so
Does every episode lead to a steak?
Oh yeah.
Everything's everything.
There's a
in
couple
this-
steaks where I was like, oh
Yeah. Oh yeah. When you get that steak, it's like perfectly cooked.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was one scare in one episode that wasn't even like a big grand finale or anything. It was just a subtle scare, but like super effective. I was like legit like, oh God. Like I was like, oh.
Turning the light off.
Okay, shush.
Oh, yeah, just-
shush.
That is so
buddy,
vague.
Come on.
That is
vague.
so
Oh,
vague.
my
Now I know,
goodness.
Cody, when he turns it off.
Now when you're looking for lights, you know what's going to happen.
There's a lot of power
Yeah.
going off in the
Yeah.
show.
Is there
Yeah.
stuff that really scares you? Like, do movies actually scare you guys?
Nothing like keeps me up at night anymore.
No.
But like that,
So
that
desensitized.
scare lingered for like 10 seconds just because my body reacted to it. And I was like, oh man, I need like
Visceral.
There's stuff in the show that doesn't scare me on like a supernatural level,
Yeah.
but like on a more grounded, like, wow, this is a supernatural show, but like the more grounded stuff is more terrifying.
Yeah.
The more religious zealot following
Yes.
kind of undertone, that stuff is more scary than
Ghosts.
than like zombies, monsters,
Killers.
ghosts, anything like that.
But, like,